Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor our country as the national anthem is sung. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, and welcome to the commencement exercises in honor of the Shawnee Mission Northwest class of 2000. Tonight is a special evening, one that marks the end of formal public education for our students and at the same time signifies a new beginning in their lives. We pause to honor not only our students, but also those significant others in their lives that have led them to this wonderful occasion. Their parents, families, teachers, and friends, without whose support their successes would not have been possible. We want everyone to enjoy this ceremony in the spirit in which it is offered, with happiness in our minds, with warmth in our hearts, and with dignity in our demeanor. Our senior class sponsors have worked diligently to ensure that all the details of wrapping up the senior year have been taken care of. Please join me in recognizing our sponsors seated tonight at the back of the class. Please stand, Mr. Dan Grumman and Mrs. Stephanie Hallier. Our national anthem was sung tonight by Jonathan Rowell. Jonathan's father sang the national anthem at his own high school graduation, so I hope he especially enjoyed his son duplicating that feat here tonight. Thank you, Jonathan, for a great idea and a wonderful beginning to tonight's ceremony. Our opening this evening is presented by Tiffany Matson, the daughter of Carla and Jim Matson. Tiffany includes freshman drill team, sophomore cheerleading, freshman cross country, photojournalism, yearbook, CCC, fashion careers officer, honor roll, and young life among her high school activities. An interesting coincidence is that her older brother, Clint, was a commencement speaker when he graduated from Northwest in 1995.
August 18th, 1987. Headline, front page, Kansas City Star. Class of 2000 start kindergarten today. Times have passed so quickly since we started kindergarten in '87. We have, as those before us, become the next generation, the future of our country. Life is a constant journey. However, we need to remember that life is a journey and not a destination. We continue on this journey never really knowing what will happen next, but hoping for the best. In many ways, since that day in 1987, we're all on a journey to graduation. Parents, I'm sure you can recall this straight and narrow road throughout these past 4 years. Well, maybe some of you might have felt that there were a few curves along the way. Possibly you might have even felt that there were boulders in the way. Some of you may have found yourself looking for the road and believing that there was no road at all. Obviously, our roads have not always been the way we planned. We have experienced 2 tragedies: the deaths of our 2 friends, Austin Heath and Fisayo Alula. Our hearts and prayers go out to their families, and they will always be in our memories. The road for the rest of us has brought us here today. We may be receiving diplomas, but that doesn't promise success. Success is not a job that makes good money. Success is living, not existing. Getting to know our hearts and souls and being happy with our lives is possibly the biggest accomplishment that life has to offer. We need to enjoy life, live for today, not tomorrow. There is no guarantee that we will have a tomorrow. We shouldn't live life thinking about what we could have done. We need to do it instead of wishing. Appreciating the small things like a friendly smile that can brighten up our days. We cannot be afraid to fail. We cannot let life pass us by. Failure is not a personal trait, but rather lasts only an instant. Success is the result of a lifetime worth of efforts. As far as our successes at Northwest, they're countless. Cougars Committed to the Community has heightened our awareness to the diversity within our society. This organization has received national recognition. Our men's and women's cross-country teams have collected numerous state titles. The Northwest Lair has continued to be one of the top yearbooks in the nation. We have intensified our spirit ever since we won the Spirit Stake our freshman year. But I'm not talking about the spirit we've had at games and assemblies. I'm talking about the spirit and the motivation that we've had for our classmates who needed us. Our junior year, many of the guys shaved their heads because one of our friends had leukemia, and they didn't want him to feel different. This year, when one of our friends got aplastic anemia, we had the highest dollar day at school, and many of us went out and registered ourselves into the National Bone Marrow Registry. Since the headline in 1987, the Northwest Class of 2000 has accomplished many difficult feats. From confronting illnesses to winning state championships, we have exceeded even our own expectations. We have proven to the community that the future ahead will be placed in responsible hands. Many of my friends are sitting here tonight, and I want to wish you all the very best of luck. Today is the last day that we will be together as the Shawnee Mission Northwest Class of 2000. But the memories we have will follow us wherever the roads may lead. Tomorrow is truly the first day of the rest of our lives. We will travel roads that will offer bigger challenges and greater opportunities. Our new journey has begun. Good luck, senior class. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany. Our next speaker is Audrey Snyder, daughter of Pat Snyder and Doug Snyder. Audrey has participated in debate, forensics, band, key club, mock United Nations, and mock trial. She is a 2-year member of the National Honor Society, a 2-time academic letter winner, a 4-year debate letter winner, has received an Outstanding Contribution to Debate award, and has been named to Who's Who Among America's High School Students.
Tonight's event is not the pinnacle of our achievements. We should not be reveling in the glory of the best things that we will ever accomplish. It's not a time to be upset about what we have left behind. This room, full of graduates and parents and relatives and teachers, is not unique. There are thousands of other high schools that are marching hundreds of thousands of graduates across a stage very much like this one tonight. Tonight is a special occasion, though. All of us are happy to be here. We are celebrating something important. Tonight is a recognition of our accomplishments thus far, but this is not the end. It's simply a time of transition. A transition from the past, is high school really over, to the present, am I going to trip when I step down from that stage, and towards the future, will I be a miserable failure or a brilliant success in life? We are focused on speculating what the future holds and remembering the near past. Some contend that high school is the best time of your life. We should all disagree. We had a great time in high school, but there is much more to come. We will make many more valuable memories in the future. The best is yet to come. Looking back is fun. Our memories invariably include dances, assemblies, sports games, and classes, 4 years of the bonfire and class skits, 4 years of involvement in all kinds of clubs and organizations, and the camaraderie and friendship that went along with them. For many of us, Northwest has been our second home. The sports fields, the locker room, the gym, Parker Auditorium, or the Little Theater, or the art, debate, choir, band, orchestra, journalism rooms, or even just the mall. We spent 4 years talking in the halls with friends during passing, and that 1-minute bell always rang too soon. If we're lucky, these friends will still be important in our lives far into the future. We learned many lessons. Don't trust any of the drinking fountains. Avoid the restrooms by the gym at all costs. And leave Taco Bell or Cece's 8 minutes before the bell rings. We learned never to even let it look like there were more than 8 people sitting at our table at the cafeteria. We learned responsibility when we learned to drive, and we learned to balance family, work, school, friends, and activities. We learned how to get along with, or get around, other people, especially that one teacher. These are the things we will take with us as we go on. But the best is yet to come. We are entering college, the workforce, the military, or starting a family. This is a time of dedication to success. Our parents, families, and teachers have helped make the possibility of success real for us. But our individual successes will be defined by our individual dreams and abilities. We must not fall into the trap of letting our successes be defined by others. As Abraham Lincoln stated, always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other one thing. We are deciding the shape in which our own personal successes will come. There's so much for us to be excited about. We will become doctors and lawyers and teachers and politicians and business people and parents. We will aspire to great heights. And you know, it really doesn't matter exactly what we do. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "To leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded." We have all achieved success in high school. Our presence here proves that. The best is yet to come. And if the past is any indication at all of the future, we are all in for the times of our lives.
Walk down that
A special thank you and recognition to Mr. Jack Ballard and the Northwest Choir, whose performance is always excellent. And thank you, Audrey, for your remarks. Our next speaker is Rebecca Byer, daughter of Brad and Echo Byer. Rebecca has served on student council, being the parliamentarian for this year's executive board, is a member of National Honor Society, the president of CCC, varsity letter winner and captain in both soccer and cross country, is a National Merit Commended Student, and a presidential awardee for academic excellence.
I opened a checking account a couple of weeks ago. I felt really mature. Of course, just a few days before that, I had been physically blocked from sitting in the emergency exit row of an airplane. You have to be at least 15 to sit here, the flight attendant said. Before she had a chance to ask for some ID, I ducked under her arms and called over my shoulder that I was 18. About 2 weeks after my 18th birthday last fall, I bought a ticket for a movie and the woman gave me too much change. When I slid the extra bills back under the counter to her, she smiled sweetly and said, "Customers under 12 get a discount." I think we naturally assumed when we became seniors that everyone in the world would automatically know that we were. That because we had been counting the days since we were freshmen, naturally the rest of society had been as well. That back in August, some radar sent signals out across the country. "Whoa, we've got some seniors out there in Shawnee Mission Northwest. Watch out." Come to think of it, my senior superiority complex deflated long before October. When I attended the freshman mixer for student council, a freshman asked me to dance. And I thought to myself, isn't that cute? And then he asked, "So you didn't go to Trail Ridge, did you?" Now that I think about it, when I wore my Senior Women 2000 shirt outside of school, people probably thought I had a really generous older sister. So okay, maybe being seniors is more like an insider privilege, that inside the walls of Northwest, and apparently if you're over a height of 5'3", you really do command a lot of respect. And then for those of you like me, well, at least we knew we were seniors. Maybe graduating from high school doesn't mean that we are fully equipped to take on the world as independent, self-sufficient individuals. But maybe it means that we're ready to try. High school has been a great haven for us. It has prepared us for a life outside of Cougarville. Besides 4 units of language arts, 3 units of social studies, 2 units of mathematics, 2 units of science, 1 unit of physical education, and 1/2 unit of health, we have something else. We have life experience. In fact, we have just under 500 units of life experience, and that's a lot. Some people say that high school is the best time of our lives. Whatever else it has been a time that we have shared together. It has been a safe place to grow and to change, to laugh and to cry, to love and to lose, to fail miserably and to get back up again. We have stories and memories and inside jokes to take with us now, along with the academic excellence we undoubtedly have established. I think the best time of our lives is ahead of us. It is wherever we are willing to make our lives the best. There is so much to look forward to. And so we graduate. It is the last huge, monumental step that we take together, and tomorrow we begin our efforts in different directions. But when we are far away, when we are in new places among new people, we will sometimes look back and we will remember that we have shared something enormous. We have shared something spectacular. We have shared our lives.
Thank you, Rebecca. Our final speaker this evening is Claude Thau, the father of graduating senior Tracy Thau. Claude and his family moved here 4 years ago from Los Angeles. He went to high school in Connecticut and graduated from Yale University in 1969. He is a credentialed actuary with a vested career in the long-term care insurance industry. He enjoys nonprofit work and Shawnee Mission Northwest activities in his off hours. Currently, he serves the community on the board of directors of 3 nonprofit organizations. It is a pleasure to welcome Claude this evening.
Thank you. I want to thank you not just for the honor of speaking to you tonight, but for the wonderful support that you've given to my family during our 4 years here. Many of you still consider yourselves the children of this community, most of whom have been blessed to grow up in stable, secure, and affluent environments that instill good values. And that's true. But you have become a significant part of this community, making it what it is today. And I thank you for the support that our family has received and enjoyed. Growing up in any community can limit one's perspective. Recently, CCC, NHS, and the Student Council had a great activity in which people slept in boxes outside to raise money for the homeless. Guest speaker Mary Kay Meyer commented that even though she has worked with the homeless for so many years, she cannot really understand what it's like to be poor like them because she hasn't experienced it. One of you commented afterwards that this was very thought-provoking for her to say that because you considered her to be poor and couldn't understand her level of poverty. The homeless suffer psychologically even more than physically. They are lonely, terrified, often confused because of mental disorders. They feel rejected, self-hate, a lack of purpose, and despair. We have hope. People who have always had hope in their lives cannot really understand what it's like to lack hope. People who have spent their entire lives in the inner city do not understand what it's like to live in a community like ours. They may see it on television, but it's not part of their reality. Can you imagine what it's like not to understand living in a place like Shawnee Mission? Is it surprising that there's misunderstanding between people when they can't feel each other's experience? Can you imagine what it would be like to live in a country where war is the normal state of affairs and brief, irregular periods of peace break out? If we can't fully understand people who have such different experiences from us, all the more reason to respect them. To solve community problems, we have to work with them. Nobody has all the pieces to the puzzle. I believe that your generation is the most capable of understanding people who are less fortunate than us. Your futures are very uncertain now, and you spend a lot of time thinking about what might happen to you. And some of those thoughts are pretty scary. It's those scary scenarios that help you to have compassion for people who are unfortunate. Younger people don't have the perspective to match your sensitivity. And adults find that as we grow older, our futures become more and more certain, more and more predictable. So we don't spend a lot of time envisioning ourselves in different circumstances. And we get locked into our daily paradigms. We also are likely to spend a lot less time over the next several years with people of different childhoods than you will. So as you go forth into your new communities, bring your Shawnee Mission experience with you and share it with others. Create strong, positive relationships with people of diverse backgrounds so that you can maximize what you bring to each other and what you can accomplish together. Like Pippin, you won't solve all of the problems in the world, but you can certainly make it a much better place by working together. Thank you.
Thank you, Claude. It is my pleasure to present the special platform guests whom this evening are assisting us with our ceremony. Please hold your applause until I have introduced all of them. Representing the Shawnee Mission Board of Education from the Northwest area, Mrs. Sue Gamble. From the South area, Mrs. Jane Pazinski. An at-large member, Mrs. Cynthia Neighbor. Representing our district administration, the Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert DePiro. The Associate Superintendent, Administrative Services Elementary, Dr. Joanne Grote. The Associate Superintendent, Curriculum and Educational Services, Dr. Kevin Singer. The Northwest Associate Principals, Dr. Sheila Sigmund, Mr. Eddie Leday, Mrs. Gillian Williams. 4 faculty members have the honor of calling the roll of the class for the final time. Mrs. Pam Fellingham, Sikh teacher. Mrs. Susan Massey, journalism teacher. Mr. Dave Mesh, English teacher. Mr. Pat Williams, social studies teacher. We appreciate the contribution each of these special people make to the lives of our students. Thank you very much. Each year at Northwest, students who distinguish themselves in the areas of scholarship, service, leadership, and character are admitted into membership of the Cougar chapter of the National Honor Society. Please note the names of these students in your program being designated with either a single or a double asterisk. In addition, please note students designated in other national categories of outstanding academic achievement. It is my pleasure to ask each of these specially designated students to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It has been a long-standing tradition in the Shawnee Mission School District to recognize and support academic excellence. This has been done at each school's commencement exercise by presenting the top 10 scholars in the graduating class. Tonight, we are proud to carry on that tradition at Northwest. Due to ties in the grade point averages, we are honoring 11 students. As your name is read, please come forward, and Mrs. Sue Gamble, member of the Board of Education, will make a special presentation to you commemorating your outstanding academic achievement. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been presented. I am proud to present the top graduates of the class of 2000 in alphabetical order. Deanne Adams, daughter of Dan and Debbie Adams. Rebecca Byer, daughter of Brad and Echo Byer. Rishikesh Dalal, son of Pradeep and Daksha Dalal. Baiju Gandhi, son of Sudhir and Palomi Gandhi. Scott Hansen, son of Paul and Joyce Hansen. Ann Morris, daughter of Alan and Beverly Morris. Purvi Patel, daughter of Mahesh and Taruna Patel. Vishal Patel, son of Raman and Hunsa Patel. Kyle Smith, son of David and Connie Smith. Erin Swafford, daughter of Kent and Bonnie Swafford. Ryan Williams, son of Kent and Kathy Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, our top scholars. As we near the time for the presentation of the diplomas, we reflect upon the impact teachers have had on the lives of our students. The challenges presented to us by our ever-changing world demand that our students learn more to a higher degree than ever before. The members of this graduating class have performed in an outstanding manner in meeting these challenges. The strength of Northwest lies in the excellence achieved in the work done between student and teacher. And just as we honor our graduates tonight, we must also honor our faculty and acknowledge the contributions they bring to our students. At this time, it is a special honor for me to ask the following retiring members of our faculty to please stand and receive special recognition. Joe Hunsley, English Department. Barbara Turnbull, Mathematics Department. Please remain standing. And now I'm proud to invite our entire faculty to please stand and receive our recognition. And to the members of the class of 2000, individually and as a group, you have turned in outstanding performances in virtually every area of high school activity. You have been special in many ways, and I'm so proud of you at this moment of your greatest achievement. I wish you only the best life has to offer, and I hope each of you finds the attainment of your dream. Goodbye. I'm going to miss you. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert DePiro, for the formal presentation of the graduating class.
Members of the Board of Education, faculty, administrators, parents, and guests, the students who will be receiving their diplomas this evening have passed all requirements for graduation according to the laws of the state of Kansas and the policies of the Board of Education of the Shawnee Mission School District, and I am pleased to present to you the class of 2000.
Crystal M. Auckland. Deanne M. Adams. Sana Ahmad. Sean Michael Ainsworth. Priscilla G. Alden. Megan Elizabeth Allen. Scott M. Ullman. Jason C. Olson. Michael J. Ammerman. Brandy M. Emperano. Gabriel M. Anderson. Ryan E. Anderson. Dawn Michelle Arnold. Ashley Elizabeth Atkins. Roxana Darby Barr. Robert Thomas Barker. Chad G. Barnhart. Courtney D. Barr. Amanda R. Beal. Justin M. Benham. Brandon M. Berry. Rebecca D. Byer. Ryan Thomas Blay. Lindsay K. Blocker. Catherine A. Blocker. Stephanie Ann Bloomfield. Jamie Allison Blum. Nicholas P. Bame. Matthew A. Bomarito. Ryan L. Bowling. Corey N. Bowman. Jeffrey M. Box. Patricia C. Boyle. Lindsay Ann Brady. Christopher R. Branham. Robin L. Brilliantine. Aubrey Elizabeth Brown. Byron Bruce. Thomas R. Brush. Chantel Renee Brutzman. Jennifer Marie Beakley. Jarvon Emmanuel Burnett. Jonathan Daniel Burnett. Brian N. Bush. Douglas A. Byram. Heather A. Cameron. Darren L. Campbell. Rocky E. Cannon. Brian T. Carbajo. David J. Carey. Christy L. Carter. Chelsea L. Castle. Heather A. Castle. Sean A. Cates. Gabriel M. Chambers. An Kai Chang. Courtney Nicole Chapman. Jessica Jean Chapman. Grant W. Charpentier. Allison Marie Chastain. Matthew K. Clayton. Erin Kathleen Cole. Sky J. Coleman. Timothy J. Colleen. Kristen A. Connor. Victoria Lee Connor. William Corbett. Aaron L. Cosby. Joshua Oliver Coulter. Lee W. Cowley. Brandon E. Cox. Jonathan R. Crabtree. Jordan P. Kroll. Amber D. Cunningham. Andrea L. Curry. Rishikesh Pradeep Dalal. Michael S. Dalbum. Paul D. Daniels. Jermail D. Davis. Angela Amanda de Brabender. Lanaya Colleen Deese. Pandora Lee Christine DaCosta. Joseph C. Dickerson. Dustin T. Dickey. Leanne Dilbeck. Stephanie K. Dinfan. Brianna DePiro. Eva M. Dietrich. Nicholas L. Domke. Jennifer Ann Domsch. Jacob J. Dotson. Courtney K. Dowding. Megan E. Doyle. Leslie Ann Duncan. Michael James Duncan. Lisa M. Dyer. Natalie Jean Ebert. Jessica L. Ellis. Anita Julia Elmore. Allison Joy Enderby. Daniel A. Enyart. That is not Daniel. Summer Dawn Irvin. Hunter Nicholas Eshelman. Joseph F. Essenhofer. Kristen M. Estepar. Amy R. Falk. Keith R. Faulkner. Rodney D. Ferguson. Kevin Andrew Flaherty. Faith Elizabeth Ford. Jason Alexander Ford. Jeremy L. Foster. Michael S. Foster. Michael H. Fournier.
Nicholas P. Friedblum. Brent W. Fry. Jennifer Fuentes. Michael T. Gadke. Beju Gandhi. Eric D. Garrett. Sherelle Gott. Lavita Nicole Gaynor. Gordon John Geldhoff. Patrick Garrity. Natalie Jarvis. Jonathan David Galino. Lindsay Marie Gibbons. Eskidar Gizaw. Stephanie Glover. Andrew Thomas Gordon. Jared A. Gray. Jamie Green. Justin R. Griner. Katie M. Grismore. Alicia Beth Griswold. Leah S. Haddadi. Kevin G. Hager. Maria J. Hager. Scott Christopher Hansen. Benjamin D. Hera. Jason E. Harrison. Rachel N. Hester. Jenna Sue Hibbs. Cassandra M. Hicks. Catherine L. Hicks. Jordan M. Highfill. Sarah Beth Hindman. Jared S. Hinton. Clayton Holting. Chris L. Hogan. Aaron Lynn Hahn. William Holder. Jacob Nicholas Holst. Stephen Daniel Hopkins. Matthew L. Hopper. Andrea Horner. Megan Ryan Horton. David J. Hosh. Charles N. Hubble. Kevin R. Hufford. Christine Devon Hughes. Erica Lena Houston. Joshua E. Heidemann. Derek M. Irvin. Eric S. Ivy. Kevin R. Izzard. Shelley Renee Jaklovich. Sung Hee Jin. Carrie Ann Johnson. Chase D. Johnson. Erica Nicole Johnson. Jennifer Johnson. Joshua James Johnson. Nakisha Rose Jones. Spencer Brian Jones. Michael J. Juleff. Casey Renee Call. Brian Anthony Kalinich. Jasveer Carr. Ravinder P. Carr. Courtney Jeanette Kelly. Renee B. Kelly. Christopher Scott Kellogg. Sonny L. Kelly. Mary Ann Kelsey. Dustin J. Kirby. Michael J. Klimovich. Diane Kelly Clinklin. Stephen A. Kling. Justin K. Klingensmith. J. Knapp. Nathaniel Justin Knapp. Colleen Bridget Kapoors. Philip A. Kostelak. Kelly Elizabeth Kruger Seaman. Suzanne Elizabeth Cruel. Amanda Lee Lamas. Joseph W. Lamore. Erin Elizabeth Land. Ryan W. Lane. Jamie Elizabeth Langford. Dustin S. Larkin. Benjamin Daniel Lawrence. Jonathan A. Leary. Morgan B. Lecluse. Evan F. Lee. Matthew T. Leeper. Brian Allen Leftridge. Daniel Patrick Leslie. Michael Sage Lewis Jones. Paul Lichtenauer. Ryan M. Lilja. Jenny K. Linder. Nicholas J. Linderer. Matthew W. Lockhart. Jess R. Laurie. Matthew Wayne London. Scott William Longman. Don C. Longobardi. Karen S. Lowmaster. Jackie Rose Luden. Melissa Sue Leiden.
Andrea M. Lynch. Courtney R. Lynch. Christy Renee Lynch. James A. Lyons. Laura Helen Lysett. Adrian Nicole Madison. Kimberly R. Mann. Benjamin R. Mantooth. Deborah Joy Moresco. Alexander S. Marsh. Juan C. Martinez. Elizabeth Ashley Marvel. Derek J. Matthews. Tiffany Marie Matson. Matthew I. Mays. Jonathan R. McEnaugh. Erin Kathleen McBride. Brett J. McCord. Emily L. McFadden. Stephen Parker McGee. Charles S. Miners. Stephanie Ann Melcher. Alicia R. Mendoza. Sean Carl Menson. Kevin M. Mertz. Bradley J. Metcalf. Nicholas T. Meyer. Ron J. Mine. Justin L. Michaels. John Garrett Michael. Jeff Miles. Jason Christopher Miles. Heather Renee Miller. Jagisa M. Modi. Jesse B. Moore. Michael J. Moore. Anne Marie Morris. Travis J. Mott. Larry M. Motzkus. Jeffrey Mark Mulholland. Georgia Megan Mulligan. Brett Patrick Murray. Valerie Ann Nockbar. Peter S. Nanaman. Stephanie Marie Navarro. Rebecca Marguerite Nedrow. Luke E. Neville. Kim T. Wen. Fong P. Wen. Isaac E. Nichols. Annette Marie Nix. Matthew C. Nix. Jeffrey Allen Norman. Evan Edmund North. Seth Alexander Clausen Norton. Aaron Lee Novak. Lauren Elaine Oakes. Carrie L. Ortega. Betsy Ann Ortman. Benjamin T. Otto. Andrew S. Overbeck. Rebecca E. Owens. Brian T. Padovic. Tricia J. Pegalo. Bina P. Pandya. William Garstang Parrott IV. Reginald Tony Paschal. Mona T. Patel. Pramila C. Patel. Purvi Mahesh Patel. Samir Rajul Patel. Vishal Raman Patel. Jeremy D. Pierce. Christina Jean Pendergrass. Nicole Marie Perez. James A. Perkins. Rachel A. Perry. Katie Ann Teresa Pesic. Emily Suzanne Peterson. Katie L. Peterson. Kristen Ann Peterson. Amber Rose Phipps. Janelle L. Planshin. Andrew R. Platt. Lindsay Marie Porter. John M. Postlethwaite. Deborah L. Potter. Kristen Jean Quilty. Kevin A. Quinn. Lindy N. Raculia. Jennifer Ann Raffle. Rebecca A. Ramel. John Isaac Redcorn. Allison Therese Reed. Matthew John Reichel. Thomas David Reed. Kelly Allison Reif. Devin Lynn Richmond. Michael K. Rivers. Jonathan A. Rizzo. Susie M. Roach. Elizabeth Ann Roach. Jonathan Leon Rowell. Sandra M. Rubin. Christian M. Salazar. Myra Salazar. Garen Cole Salee. Joseph Charles Samuelson. Amy Elaine Sanchez. Stephen D. Sanford. Cammie Leanne Schaefer. Tara Elaine Schleicher. Catherine Lynn Schoenberger. Michael R. Shetland. Nicole Angeline Service.
Jenna Lee Shackelford. Carrie Joe Sharp. Seth H. Sheldon. Grant Christopher Shepard. Michael A. Shirley. Heather Ann Shondell. Paul Lewis Burnham Simonich. Brandon J. Sims. Christopher M. Singleton. Brett P. Shervin. Craig Patrick Skinner. Star Victoria Slavin. Ashley Brooke Smalley. Blake E. Smith. Jennifer Ann Smith. Kyle D. Smith. Luke A. Smith. Rebecca Ann Smith. Audrey Lynn Snyder. Melissa N. Snyder. Darren Lee Soren. Michael E. Sosby. Adam Eugene Speck. Kelly Marie Spencer. Blake Evan Spilker. Justin Brian Stacy. Jennifer Ann Staten. Garrett P. Stephanatos. Ashley Lynn Steffen. Rebecca M. Stewart. Trevor R. Stewart. Melissa Ann Stone. John T. Stolman. John Robert Sumner. Erin May Swafford. Amy Jean Swanson. Jeffrey R. Talent. Paula June Tashler. Jennifer Amy Tendick. James B. Tharp. Tracy Lynn Thau. Joshua D. Tice. Brooke Michelle Thompson. Elizabeth Ann Thompson. Halen Noel Thurman. Erica Dolores Titus. Jennifer Dawn Tobin. Stephen R. Toburin. Lindsay Marie Tompkins. Scott Michael Torin. Tamara Nicole Townsend. Stephen R. Travis. Christina Marie Trinder. Amber Lynn Charlinger. Austin M. Turner. Jennifer Michelle Ulmer. Tracy Lynn Underwood. Corey Renee Uniac. Brian R. Urbano. Amy L. Van Fleet. Jeffrey Joseph Vanderhagen. Stacy Kathleen Vandlerberg. Amber Nicole Vauble. Amy Marie Verstrate. Cynthia Renee Vielhauer. Sarah Elizabeth Voos. Nicole Corin Walter. Nicholas Jean Walton. John Travis Warlick. Kristen N. Warren. Brianna Lynn Weishar. Kimberly Marie Weiss. Gary Paul Welch. Frederick Harris Worley. Kristen Claire Werner. Scotty Andrew West. Heather Rochelle Wetzel. Lynn M. Wheeler. Morgan A. Wheeler. Kristen Elizabeth White. Evan J. Whitefield. Tiffany Leanne Witt. Ryan M. Wixton. Nicole Danielle Wilch. Brandon Neal Wilcox. James Burton Wilkerson. Ryan Andrew Williams. Jennifer Marie Wilner. Leslie Ann Wood. Lisa Marie Wood. Aaron Brian Woodward. Jonathan Robert Eunice. Carrie E. Young. Sa Kwa Yun. Lacey Marie Zellers. Philip Thomas Zemler.
Our time has come to say farewell to the experiences that shaped who we are today and the memories that we hold dear to our hearts.
As we leave, we recall with fondness all that we have enjoyed with our teachers, our friends, and our families.
As we remember these special times, we recognize that tonight is just the beginning.
To all of you who have become so very special to us, we leave our lasting thanks and much love. Goodbye.
Will the members of the class please stand? And now, to indicate our status as graduates of the class of 2000 at Shawnee Mission Northwest High School, please join us in the changing of our tassel.
To honor our alma mater, and for the final time as a class, please join us in singing the school song. Stand up, we are the Northwest Cougars, kings of mountain, plain, and shore. We are the Shawnee Mission Cougars, may our minds and hearts triumph and soar. Unite See you later. We're out of here.